3rd and 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line.
Hold on, y'all. I'm putting this on my What's up?
Down.
Okay, they're putting the ball. Let's see if I can run it back.
The punt team on now as this one sent
Nope.
away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will guard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react.
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? That happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? It's like you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
Bullshit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Woods. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Now, we talk about players blitzing
All
the
day
time.
long, boys.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start.
Yeah, he's
right
gonna
back to
try
the
to get
backfield
him
for him.
again.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Miami punter out on the field as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pierce. He's still fighting forward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. From the gun, Matthews. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. 3 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'm not sure what ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Longhorns 70, Hurricanes nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Check number 6, check number 6.
On 2nd and 10, Daniel. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight? Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air again, Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Again, it's Martin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Ball carrier.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle.
1st down. Here's the run with Martin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
ball carrier.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go again with Pierce. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A great effort there. 49 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. I'm not going to quit no matter what the...
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a heartbreak kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
See if we can go 2 for 2 in championship games. Well, 4 for 4 because I won 2 high school and now out of college, and now trying to win a second college. So yeah.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The 2 top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Texas Longhorns against the USC Trojans.
University of Southern California.
Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off for the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. And now a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Operating from the gun, Matthews. He's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's going to try and go. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Well, after winning the national title last year, this team has been so focused on getting back, and they are back on this stage, Charles, and really playing some of the best offensive football that we've seen this year.
And that is so...
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off.
Taken in the end zone. And this will... Not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They begin the drive with Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Flynn. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 12.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 20. Inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Matthews is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They got 29 yards that time. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here.
I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like he essentially ran the ball downfield himself and handed it to him, didn't it? Their connection is so good, dating all the way back to their high school days. Even though roles are reversed now, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we sat with him yesterday, and we had one of those interviews in the private room, so they were really opening up about this being their last game together. It's kind of bittersweet, but I guess, Charles, it's one of those things where we need to enjoy it while we can still watch it.
Yeah, but one can dream. Can't they both be drafted by the same NFL team?
Huh?
One can hope.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Maybe the story will live on a little further than this. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
No more fucking
He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. And, Charles, we talked about it earlier, their last game together, and now a 2nd touchdown connection between the dynamic duo.
And I love the fact that in preparation for this game, You thought that they would have a big game together, and you're right so far. 2 touchdowns, and think about it this way. Both of them get a football each for their trophy cases at home. And didn't one of them tell us before the game that if there's a third, they were sending it back to the high school? Is that accurate?
Yeah, Tommy Matthews was joking with us after that interview we had. He said if he gets that third, you're right, he's shipping it right back to the high school to put it in the trophy case. We'll see if it comes to fruition. The SC offense about set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'm moving to school, because you was a phone.
From the gun, Flynn. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
21-0 our score after 1.
Longhorns 21. Trojans nothing.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this in for a long touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Longhorns 28. Trojans nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at
Let's go. One more down. They punt it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Flynn.
Ball.
This is picked up by the defense. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around. Because of
that is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. And what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this with PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. On first down, Flynn is complete to the tight end play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Charles. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Flynn. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Flynn finding his target. It's Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Billy Ward, 49 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Slater on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They'll rifle this one deep right side.